Hell yeah.
Episode 10, hell yeah.
God, I swear, Cassie just has all her giggle fits like between the episodes, and I'm like, just wait, god damn it, before I start the recording. Oh, now I gotta bleep that out. Thanks, Cassie.
Well, I think we also said, can I say hell in the first minute as well?
That's fine. That's like PG.
Okay, because you said hell yeah in the first minute as well.
We're not good Christian YouTubers.
Oh man. Okay. I don't know what counts as curse words in the first minute, but
like the stuff that you would have censored out, like in movies.
Okay. Well, so to be fair, you made me laugh in between recording, so that's your fault.
Well, I'm just a funny guy. I can't help that. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Holy shit!
It doesn't help that I'm laughing now, because every time I look over at you, I just see a crazy mad woman.
Oh my god. That came out of nowhere.
That's been 2 minutes.
Oh man, I'm tearing up.
Timestamp.
That was said so aggressively.
Like, I wonder if the microphone got that.
I wonder.
Oh god, I really hope it did. I should bring the microphone closer so it picks up stuff like that.
Oh my god. Gosh, we're gonna have to listen to the first 2 minutes after we finish recording this episode.
For real.
To clarify, when we weren't recording, and you, you said hell yeah or whatever, and I was thinking about it, and I looked over at you. You were like, no! Like you were so aggressive with saying no.
Because I didn't want you to start laughing at that, because it was like, no, save that for the recording.
I know, but then I started laughing at your reaction of being like, no, god damn it.
Oh, the meats! The meat! We don't have the meats! It froze. It froze.
Jesus Christ, this is a very chaotic beginning.
A very chaotic episode. That's the title.
I feel like we've already had that, though.
Okay. Wait, what?
Wait, we had a very casual...
We had a very casual... Yes, a very casual
Now it's
episode.
very chaotic.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's gonna calm down.
Oh my god. Ooh.
As I let that demon escaped me that day.
Oh god!
Oh god!
Do you remember, like, ages ago, there was one time when I, like, burped? There was one time I burped, and it was like really loud.
Ow.
There was one time when I think we were chilling in your room, and it was really loud, and I burped, and it was like, God, I can barely talk. It was like guttural.
Oh yeah.
And I burped, and you're like, "Oh wow, that was a big one." And I said something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, I just gotta release the demons."
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember that made you laugh a lot. Just gotta release the demons.
I think I just say that to this day. Every time someone does like a really just rancid burp, I'm like, "Ah, oh, damn, you just released a demon there, dude."
Oh god.
At least like, you may have had guttural burps, but you haven't had like long burps.
No,
that made me fear for your life.
It was a guttural and long one that one time, though.
Oh. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get rid of this. This. Okay. Oh, how we calm down now.
Yeah. I'm trying to like drink water and
Drink water.
be okay. Jesus, okay.
Whoopee!
I think I'm okay now. Whew.
Did I even say welcome to Podblivion? Like,
I don't think you did.
welcome to Podblivion. Okay. There we go. There it is. Welcome to Podblivion. You know what? I mean,
Screw it.
Yeah, screw it. It doesn't have to be like a super formal thing every time.
Oh man. Okay. Whew.
Whatever. Anyway, now that we finally collected ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Podblivion. This is the show where I'm doing some gaming. I'm doing a thing that's not really suitable for streaming or a let's play. It's just kind of like something I would just, I can't we can make content out of it, but I just can't find another use for it really. So, and that would be looking for koroks in Tears of the Kingdom, as well as 100%ing everything else in the game. And I'm Void of Voidbliviongaming fame, and I'm joined by Cassie, my sister. There she is.
Hello.
She's the little giggle bug.
Yes. Everyone heard me for the first time laughing. Actually, not for the first time, but in the first they I meant
really
to say
insane giggle fit.
I meant to say they heard me in the first couple seconds laughing.
Yeah.
Of this episode.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we just find things to talk about. I did want to address real quickly as kind of like small talk, I guess, because I've got like something else to talk about.
Yeah.
This is actually more about this is like a Cassie thing.
Okay.
Cassie.
Yes.
People, I think the entire Voidblivion audience should know, what is your status as a gamer? What is your gamer status? How gamer are you?
Low? I don't know. What do you mean by that?
Like, what do you play?
Oh, okay, got it. Well, because of adulting, I don't frequently play video games anymore.
Hate adulting.
I know. In terms of what I like to play and what I used to play, on my own, I like to play more like casual games. So we're talking Animal Crossing.
I was gonna say, we're talking Doom. No.
No.
Very casual,
So we're talking Animal Crossing. I used to play that a lot. When I was like little Roblox, for example.
Yeah.
Minecraft, stuff
You still
like
play
that.
Roblox, though.
Yeah, well, it's kind of
Busted.
something. It's like I'm bored, I want something to do.
Cassie exposed. Still plays Roblox.
Whatever. There's some weird, chaotic fun shit.
I'm aware. I still have fond memories of Roblox.
Yeah.
Could I be convinced to play Roblox in my own time with you? Sure. Could I be convinced to play Roblox on YouTube? No, never. But
Right. I think there might be some fun stuff on Roblox if you wanted to. I would never force you, but if you wanted to, there's probably some wild shit that we could do on Roblox, being honest.
I do like a one-time YouTube video.
Watch me play Roblox.
Cassie gives me the Roblox Grand Tour.
Oh my god.
It's just like compilation of me just getting the shit kicked out of me in Roblox. It's like
No. I guess I was just thinking about well, okay, so here's one. There was one Roblox game I found where it was guess the gibberish or something.
What?
Yeah, so basically they were common sayings. So what would be a common saying? I can't think of one off the top of my head.
How you doing?
Yeah, okay, so how you do I don't know if that's a good example. Because basically, it would be something that is in gibberish, so it's like a bunch of random letters and numbers put together, and you have to kind of like figure out what it's saying. So it might be like I don't even know, like instead of like a just sound, like I don't know, like Romeo and Juliet. Maybe it says like instead of
Romeo and Juliet.
Well, instead of like the just sound, it says like maybe it goes GHER.
Oh.
Like it doesn't spell it correctly, if that makes sense.
Oh, I see.
And like sometimes you have to slow it down.
So
or
it
say
substitutes.
it faster.
It's substituting letters.
Yeah, or like think about how people have driver's license plates, and instead of
You mean like vanity plates? Where it's like they've got like a phrase like spelled out. It's different than most license plates.
Yeah, so instead of like for the sound 8, like ATE, you use the letter 8 instead.
Okay.
To substitute it. So there was some sort of game I remember playing on Roblox where it was like, robots, where it was like guess the gibberish, and then you have to like type it in to like move on to the next level. So there's also like puzzle solving games that have been interesting and fun to play. And like, I mean, something that I enjoy is that as someone that's older, you obviously understand more common phrases, you've lived longer life, you know basic math.
Right.
And so you can use that to your advantage.
Basic math?
Well, like, I think there was literally a puzzle which it was like, what's 8 times 8? And like all
64.
the little children did not know that that's 64.
Anyone who plays Minecraft should know what 8 times 8 is.
Yeah, true.
That's a full stack right there.
Right. Or like, yeah, it's like the answer is solving a math equation or whatever, and the little kitties did not know what it was. And I'm like, oh, this is easy. Stuff like that. There's like there's also random crap on there. Really unhinged shit. Anyway, moving on from Roblox. It's mostly something, to be fair, it's mostly something that I would play if I got bored and I don't interact with anybody else. I like turn my chat off. I make sure nobody talks to me. I'm like, do not interact with me, you motherfucker. Anyway.
I still remember To Epic Duck is Coming.
What?
To Epic Duck is Coming? It was like a thing you could say in the chat of Roblox. To Epic Duck is Coming.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It was like you had like you could type out stuff, but also there were like predetermined like phrases you could say.
Oh.
And one of them was To Epic Duck is Coming.
Weird.
Yeah. And it was like exclamation mark 1 exclamation mark.
I remember all like the zombie games, like the zombie survival.
Oh yeah, like Apocalypse Survival, Disaster Survival.
Yeah, like there's like survive
a plane crash.
Yeah. Oh my God, survive a plane. Wasn't there like a 9/11 one?
Oh my God, there probably was.
I think there was a 9/11, like survive 9/11, and it like randomly generated you into some place, and you had to survive the plane crash. Survive 9/11, like Jesus, so unhinged. Anyway,
oh, yeah.
Going back to other stuff, so that's the stuff, and then of course there's mobile games as well, that I will play. It's just puzzle games, peaceful stuff. Sometimes I play solitaire. Yeah. In terms of games I like to play with other people, then there's a little bit more variety.
It's nothing.
No, not nothing. I've played Borderlands with you.
Yes.
And I really enjoyed that.
Yes.
I played It Takes Two with my fiance. I also played a lot of like the Lego Star Wars games with my fiance too.
We actually play a lot of the Lego games together, like here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love, gosh, the Lego, was it Lord of the Rings or Hobbit?
It was Lego. We never played Lego The Hobbit. We played Lego The Lord of the Rings.
God, that shit was so fun.
That, like, I remember you just happened to find the one corner of the map where you just go under the map.
Yes.
You just like, oh, what if I go in here? And you...
Well, no, there was 2 instances of that happening. One, I somehow, like, slid in between 2 things and then went underneath the map. And that was, like, a known glitch that you can do, but I just happened to stumble across it on my own. The second one, I forget what the fuck you were doing, but I literally was like, what's around this rock? And I like walk around a rock and go into like a little corner area that's not, the floor is not fully generated, and I just fall into a black abyss.
Yeah. Wasn't there like a floor to the black abyss?
No, there was,
Oh, you just kept falling.
I just kept falling.
Lol.
I think I had to, reset my guy or something. I have no idea. Yeah.
Right, because you couldn't fly out of there.
Exactly. So it was the Lego Star Wars games I've been playing. It Takes Two. I think you've talked about the new game that's coming out by the same creator of It Takes Two.
Split Fiction.
I would love to play that as well.
Yes.
Whoever gets there first, whether it be the fiance or you, gets to play it first with me.
Okay, we've said your fiance's name on here before.
Whatever.
Okay. He's just the fiance now.
He is the fiance.
The fiance.
So I'm good with playing it kind of like It Takes Two. I'm good with playing it twice. Or whoever can snag me first. Whoever calls dibs.
Snag me first.
Yeah. What else? I don't know, not much stuff, really. Oh, do you remember the, that bunny game that we played?
Oh, Super Bunny Man, I think it was called.
God, that shit was so fun.
Yeah, that was a little frustrating, but also fun when you figured out that one, like, glitch.
Yeah, just to make you fly.
That was so fun.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. I don't play a lot of games, being honest.
Still a gamer.
Yeah.
You're related to a gamer.
I'm related.
Yes.
Gamer adjacent.
Yeah, gamer by association.
I'm, like, low on the totem pole of, like, actually gaming.
The gamer pole.
I know stuff. I know stuff and things.
You know stuff and things, yeah.
So it's fine.
Okay, we are going to transform this into a snowmobile.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't play a lot of games because I don't have the time, because life is stressful.
Yes.
And speaking of life being stressful, I just wanted to talk about and tell you how I actually had a couple stress streams.
Oh.
Yeah. So all of my stress that I was experiencing with just a lot of different life things manifested into my dreams.
Oh boy. Those are fun.
It was awful, let me tell you. Okay, so the first dream that I had, and these dreams were back to back, by the way.
Okay.
So the first dream I had, it involved my old gym teacher, middle school gym teacher, who gave me so much motherfucking trauma. Okay? Because, like, this bitch was scary.
Was this, like... I may have had the same teacher if it was middle school.
I don't know if I want to name names.
I mean, I can't remember her name, so I think we're fine. But, wasn't she, like, a stout woman with, like, blonde hair?
Was she stout, blonde hair, and fat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Was she, like, really bitchy and mean?
Yeah.
Yes! That's her.
Or maybe they were both like that. I don't remember.
Well, I had the same gym teacher for 2 years in a row.
Oof. Oh, God.
Yeah. So it sucked. So anyway, by the way, just to give context, I remember literally in middle school, like, she was like, oh yeah, like, I'm gonna lose weight with you guys, because I, like, gained weight from a surgery or whatever, and then fucking never did.
She's on one of those, like mobile, like, those little, like, mobile scooters.
No, legit. Like, she would stand at the top of the hill, because, you know, the track field? There was, like, you had to kind of go down a hill from where the school was to run around the track.
Right.
And she would stand at the top of at the top of the hill, or, like, halfway down the hill, with a goddamn motherfucking microphone. Like, one of those, like, air horn things or whatever.
Right.
Like, it's in a cone shape. Do you know what I'm talking about?
A megaphone?
Megaphone, yes.
Yes.
She had a megaphone. And she stood at, like, the halfway point of the hill and would scream at us through the megaphone to run faster. Yeah, so we're talking, like, terrible trauma. Anyway, I fucking hated this bitch.
Jeez.
I have strong feelings about this woman, okay?
It's like,
well,
take the bitch.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but my best friend of basically a decade now, we bonded over our hatred for this woman. We became best friends.
Straight up beefing in the chat.
Yeah, we became best friends because we both had a mutual raging hatred for this woman.
Wait, so this is all build up to a stress stream.
Yes.
Just want to make sure that we know where this is going.
Yes, no, this is a build up to a stress stream because this lady was in my dream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the context. Basically, we were at our house, as in the house that we grew up in.
Right.
And I, for whatever reason, was with this random girl that was, I guess, in my gym class. You know how dreams kind of manifest random people, but they're not anybody specifically?
Right.
Yeah, it was just one of those situations. I was with this random girl, and the gym teacher told us, I need you for this activity to go count beanbags, to tell me how many beanbags we have, so I know we have enough for this activity I want to do for gym class.
We're in the dream now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're in the gym now, and me and this other girl, we need to count beanbags, and so we're counting beanbags and putting it in, like, a white laundry basket, but we're inside our house. So we're like, me and this other girl are, like, in the dining room counting beanbags, and we're counting them, and they're 48. And suddenly, the other girl that's with me is like, we should take some of them. Like, we should just steal some of them for ourselves. And, like, she peer pressured me into stealing some of the beanbags.
Weird.
Yeah. And at first I was like, oh, we can take one and we can share it, you know, like, being reasonable. And this other girl's like, no, let's take 3. We could lie. We can say there was 45 and not 48.
Like I said, being reasonable, like, in a dream.
Yeah.
Nothing's reasonable in a dream.
I know. So I'm like, okay, fine. So we each took one beanbag for ourselves, and there was a third beanbag that I forget what we were going to do with, give it to a friend or whatever. But we were counting the beanbags and putting the rest, the 45 remainder, in a basket. And then my, bitchy gym teacher, was doing something else, but we were counting the beanbags. And then we needed to put the beanbags away. And all of a sudden I noticed that the surface we were counting the beanbags on, like, had this blue, like, fluid on it. It was like a plastic rolly mat. So think of those plastic rolly mats that you put on carpet for, like, offices.
Right.
So we were using a plastic mat as, like, a surface to count beanbags on, and I guess one of the beanbags somehow leaked. Like, maybe it wasn't a beanbag, like, with beans. It was like jelly or something.
A gel bag.
A gel bag, yeah.
The gel bag is real.
And I guess one of them leaked a blue fluid and spilled all over the plastic mat. And I was like, oh no, we're gonna get caught because
We're gonna get caught.
Because my gym teacher.
What if it's like that blue ink that like is like on like dollar bills and banks, and then like you open up the stack and it squirts all over you?
Oh my god, it was basically like
that. It
that.
marks the stack of dollar bills.
It was basically like that.
But for a hacky sack?
Yes. And I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna get caught. What do we do? And the girl's like, okay, we have to like hide this. We have to like go clean this up. And I'm like, okay. So basically, we take the plastic mat, and granted, we're at the house in the dining room, and my gym teacher is in the bathroom in the hallway. And I'm like, okay, we have to like run past the bathroom. And I was like gonna go into the family room and like hide behind the wall that's separating the kitchen from the family room. And I was like gonna go into the family room and clean it off there. And I was running with the evidence basically past the bathroom into the family room. And then suddenly I couldn't clean it off in there because you and Dad were in there.
Oh.
So I was like, I can't do this in here. I need to find somewhere else to clean this. So then I'm like, okay, shit, I need to go back up to my bedroom and clean this off. So I like bring the plastic mat up to my bedroom, and I like put it down, and I'm like, oh wait, I forgot water. I have to go get water.
Water?
To clean off the blue stuff.
Oh.
Because I'm trying to hide the evidence. I'm trying to basically hide that like we stole beanbags. And supposedly, if my gym teacher saw the blue stuff, then she'd be like, you stole beanbags, and we'd get caught.
You stole beanbags.
So essentially, I'm over here stressing, trying to be like, okay, I need to get water. So I like run downstairs and get water. Meanwhile, the other girl that peer pressured me to stealing the beanbags in the first place just like fucking up and left me. She disappeared without a trace. She's like, you're on your own. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm frantic. I go grab a bowl of water, and I was going to actually what was I was like bringing the bowl of water back up to the room, and suddenly while I was filling up the water at the kitchen sink, apparently my gym teacher left the bathroom and went upstairs and was blocking my way to get into my bedroom.
It's so weird. I keep forgetting that this is taking place like within our house in your dream. So
Yes.
it's like the teacher's just like, I own this place.
Yes! I don't know why she was there, but she was. And so I was going upstairs, and suddenly I saw her. She was like trying to have some sort of like computer video conference dude with some random ass dude.
Video conference dude with his random... Trying to have a video conference dude.
She was trying to have a video conference with some random dude, or like video chat on her computer, on her laptop. I guess she was trying to like go on a date on her computer. That's what it looked like. She was trying to go on like a virtual date.
She'd be desperate enough.
Yeah, she would be. She really would be. And so she was trying to go on a date with this random ass dude. And I was trying to, like, kind of, like, hide by, like, sitting on the stairs out of sight. And I was trying to be nice and wait for her to finish it. And I was trying to, like, hide from the camera's view so that the dude on the laptop couldn't see me. But my gym teacher saw me in her peripheral vision and was like, I'm gonna have to call you back. And like was super bitchy for no reason, and went and slammed the lid of her laptop shut, and then started like marching towards me and was like gonna berate me. And that's when I fucking woke up.
You're so scared of getting berated by this incredibly stressful PE teacher that you wake up
Legit.
like, ah!
I was like, I can't deal with it. I can't, I swear. Okay. Next stress stream I have.
Oh my god, there's another one. Wait, how many of these are there?
There was a total of 3, but I'm forgetting the last one.
Okay.
So the second stress stream I had, and this is the very next night. So the second stress stream, so the first stress stream was like middle school. Now we're like manifesting older stress. We're talking like high school, college. So
wait, when did you have these dreams?
like last week.
Okay.
But like it's the stress is like coming from different periods of my life.
Weird.
So the first dream was in middle school. The second dream was like around high school or early college. Of like my life period that the stress dreams are manifesting in.
Okay.
So this next dream, I was trying to apply for some sort of prestigious academic program.
Prestigious academic program.
Yeah. That's the best way I can describe it. And so I was trying to go to this meeting that I had for this academic program, and I was under the impression that it was like an info meeting kind of deal. Like I'd go there, I sit for 2 hours, they'd kind of talk about the process of applying for the academic program, the steps that you have to do, yada yada yada. Like I kind of already started applying for this academic program that I wanted to get into. And by the way, I have no idea what it was for. It was just some generic, like, my brain was just like, it's an academic program. It was nothing specific.
It's an academic program.
It was nothing specific. But yeah, I was just trying to get into some sort of program. And so I already started the application process, but I was like, okay, well, I need to go to this meeting to essentially, you know, continue in the process and get more information of what I gotta do. Well, I'm running late. I'm running late, of course.
Of course.
And this is one of those academic programs where if you're not early, you're late, even if you're on time.
If you're not early, you're late.
Yeah. So, like, it was expected that you arrive, like, 15 minutes before the start of the meeting. And I'm over here, like, trying to arrive on time, and the meeting starts at 1. I arrive at 12:50. So, but I was like, oh, I have to get checked in, I have to do all this stuff. You apparently can't take anything with you into the meeting room. So they have lockers, and I had to check in, and I had to put all my stuff in a locker, but the locker wasn't working.
Right.
And I kept trying to open it, and it wouldn't open. And I was like, shit. Like, I need to go into the meeting. And suddenly it was 12:59. And I was like, crap, I just need to, like, run in. And I was like, I hope I don't get caught with my phone on me. So I just run into the meeting. Everybody's already sitting down, waiting for the meeting to get started. And they all look at me.
Like, so they all just turn like it's a horror movie?
No, legit, they're like, oh, you were late. Like, oh, it's that one kid. Like, you don't want to be that one kid that walks in right at the bell kind of deal.
Right.
So it's like you're basically late at that point. And I was like, crap. And so I, like, people are kind of talking after they finish looking at me and staring. They go back to talking amongst themselves. And by the way, this meeting area, it's a large room that basically could best be described as a church service.
Oh, I like how you were talking about this dream, and I just kicked ass at one of those korok balloon things. Like, I did it first try, and it was zipping around, and like, well, I just wanted to point that out.
I'm not paying attention.
Anyway, what, you gotta juggle your attention. I'm juggling my attention between your story and the game.
Well, I gotta keep going with my train of thought.
Okay, fine. All right.
So anyway.
By the way, we're already like 33 minutes into the episode, just so you know.
That's okay. I can finish my dream.
Okay.
So, the room that the meeting was in can best be described as like a church service, like meeting room. Like they have pews for seating and whatnot, and there's like a big,
like a cathedral.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like a big stage towards the front, you know.
Right.
So anyway, everyone's talking amongst themselves on the left side of the room, and, you know, there's like a center aisle in between the pews. And to the right, there's people that are still sitting down, and they're like writing on something. And so people are talking amongst themselves, and I'm like, okay, well, let me turn my phone on silent or turn it off, and like hopefully no one will catch me. I know I'm not supposed to like have anything with me, but it should be fine. It's just a meeting, whatever. I start overhearing people's conversations, and they're like, are you ready for the test? And I'm like, shit, there's a test? And everyone's like, yeah, are you ready for the test? Like, it's a 2-hour-long entrance exam. It's the only way you're gonna get into this academic program that you want. Like, it's literally everything is riding on this one test. It's like SATs level, like, importance. And I'm like, crap, I did not study for this test. So I start stressing out over the fact that I have to just wing it, and I never studied for this test to get into this academic program. Here I thought it was literally just an info meeting. But no, I have to take a test without studying and wing it. It was awful. And
yeah, I just want to make an observation here. These aren't like crazy ass dreams.
No, they're just high anxiety stress dreams. They're just high anxiety
stress dreams.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy's happening.
No, it's just high anxiety stress dreams.
All right. Anyway.
But yeah, so basically everyone's like the session. So, and by the way, keep in mind, there's so many people trying to register and get into this academic program that they have to have multiple testing sessions. So like the previous session started at 11 and went for 2 hours. And then my session started at 1. And so everyone's like, okay, like you have to get ready and start the test. And so like, I'm like going to sit down at my dedicated spot to like start taking this test. I literally just start crying.
I mean, I shouldn't laugh.
What?
I shouldn't laugh.
Yeah, I was very sad. I literally just start crying and like crap, like I'm not gonna get into this academic program. I'm such a failure. Like, it was very sad. And then I was literally in the process of crying while taking a test when I woke up from my dream.
Wow.
Yeah. But it kind of sucked.
People who watch this episode are gonna be like, I liked the one where Cassie talked about academic stress for a long time.
Hey man, maybe people can relate.
I mean, I don't know about that. Like, I mean, because like there's like, you know, where we normally talk about gamer stuff, nerd culture stuff like that. I don't know, man.
Those were my dreams.
Well, you know what? I'll share a dream I had. This was a dream. This was not induced by melatonin. I'm just gonna make that statement right now. So, no melatonin required to have this crazy ass dream.
Mine was not on melatonin either. It was literally just stress induced.
You don't take melatonin. Do you take melatonin?
Occasionally.
Okay. So it was like a game. It was pretty much just a video game. But one that I'd never played before. It was like I guess it was Zelda. I mean, well, it felt like Zelda at first. The protagonist kind of looked like one of the Links. But then as it progressed, it just got a little more surreal. It was this desert world with 2 moons. Not suns, 2 moons. So not Tatooine, this is like something else. Like the sun was out the whole time. It was a clear blue sky. This kind of the kind of sky you just look up and you get lost in. Did I already get this one? No, I did not. Oh, it's over here. Okay. But it was this like alien world, but it was fantasy. And there were like just these 2 big moons in the sky the whole time. And so I remember details like there was a central hub town that you constantly would return to. And the whole thing was like open world. It was big and open, but it was like desert for the most part. And the central town kind of reminded me of Gerudo Town in this game, but there were no walls. It was just open to the desert. And there's a lot of like lush vegetation, buildings of various sizes. It wasn't a very big place. It was about the size of Gerudo Town, actually. but the architecture was just different. I felt like there was different cultural inspiration behind it. I remember one NPC that was like it was basically like a snail lady, like a giant snail, like the size of a person, like red skin, like whatever you call what a snail's flesh is made of, snail skin, I guess. But I don't know what you call it. Is it skin? Does a snail have skin? I don't know.
No idea.
Anyway, that's beside the point. This red snail lady, with like yellow eyes and a sun hat.
So I'm imagining that one lady from Monsters Inc.
No, not Roz. Like looks like an actual snail, like the snail head.
Yeah, wasn't there that one lady that was from Monsters Inc., the movie that like looked like a snail and had yellow skin and
she was more like a slug.
Okay.
She didn't have a shell.
Well, I guess I'm imagining
and she had
her,
arms.
I'm imagining her, but like with a shell and red skin, not yellow.
Okay, well, look up a picture of there's this one Pokemon that I could say this character looks the most similar to. There's a fire snail Pokemon, like a lava snail Pokemon. I forget its name, but I think if you just look up lava snail Pokemon, you should get that.
Ah, yes.
So yeah, so like that, but the stalks were like they were actual like eye stalks.
Oh, okay.
And it was like an actual snail, not made of lava, but just snail, a snail made of snail. And I didn't talk to her at all, or maybe I did, but I forget. But yeah, she was just there looking at me with a sun hat on by this like a place where you could fish. There's like a little fishing hole.
Question.
Yeah.
The sun hat, was it just balancing on her eye stalks, or was it?
It was like between her eye stalks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of sitting there.
Actually it was actually on her head, but like her eye stalks were kind of like around it. Okay. Was it like the smallest sun hat ever?
It was like a decent like it could fit on my head. Like it was a decently size. It was like a normal size sun hat.
Okay.
Anyway, so I remember that NPC. There was a little kid there who said some like fourth wall breaking shit like, "Oh yeah, you've got the DLC."
What?
But that's how I knew it was a video game. Like, "Oh yeah, you must have the DLC. Let me show you this thing." And there was like a temple, like a sandstone temple in the middle of the place with like there was no cathedral. It was just like a really small room you go into, and there's like water pouring out of the walls, and it's like the floors are just covered in like an ankle deep amount of water. It was quite peaceful and serene. I was like, oh yeah, this is just the place I'm going back to. It's like in the center of this desert map, this sprawling desert map. So I didn't really go. It was mostly just desert, like dunes, a lot of dunes, big old dunes. I remember there was a place that I looked out across to, and I was like, I want to go there. It was like a in the distance. It was silhouetted against a dull orange sky, like if it's like raining in the distance and the sun is setting there, and there's like a dull orange sky hanging just underneath a stretch of dark clouds, and you kind of see like the rain coming down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? Like rain on the horizon, I guess, and the sun is setting behind it.
Okay.
There's like a dull orange color hanging underneath this dark stretch of clouds.
Sorry, Void. I'm just thinking about how Void tries to describe the sun for 5 minutes.
No, like the way the sky will look.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm just making sure you know what I'm talking about. God damn it. Anyway, so it was as if it was raining in the distance. I didn't really see rain though, but silhouetted against this was what I can only describe as a skyline, like almost like a city skyline, but it wasn't a city. It was just a cluster of giant, massive sand sculptures.
Oh.
That resembled the side profiles of people. But they were like just these massive sand sculptures.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, and I was like, I want to go there. It was literally just like, what?
I just... It's so random that you're in a random desert town and you see something in the distance and you're just like, I want to go there.
What's so random about that? That's like gamer intuition.
I guess so.
God damn it. It's like, just like when you're playing this game and you see something cool and you're like, I want to go there. Can you not relate to that? Do you not have that explorer's heart, Cassie?
I don't think I do.
I'm gonna berate you now.
Don't you fucking
I'm gonna beat the shit.
I'm not a 5-year-old, god damn it.
Damn, it's still harping on me for that, huh?
Yeah.
Well.
So you wanted to go there?
Yeah, I never did though. But it was just it was like a really cool thing I saw in the distance.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
That would be cool if you could have explored it.
Yeah, I mean, my assumption was that it was like, imagine a city, but instead there's no people, and instead of buildings, it's just giant like
people looking.
Like giant people looking sculptures. Like if Mount Rushmore, if the heads were like separated from the mountain, if they were just freestanding, like a bust.
Yeah.
You know, it's like giant sand sculpture busts of just like abstract, like not like people we know, just people. So
was this your full dream? You were just like...
No, well, there's a little more to it, though.
Okay.
Because I'm walking around, I'm seeing some stuff in the distance. Another thing I remember was there was a... Okay, see the thing about this dream, it was a little off-putting because... So, I mean, it felt off-putting. Something about the atmosphere of the whole dream. Well, what's happening here? Oh, I gotta link it up. Do I gotta link it up? I don't know.
I think you do.
I'll start here. But yeah, it was so off-putting because... I mean, I don't know, something about it was off-putting. It was surreal. The further into the dream I got, the more surreal things got. Like, I remember there was this giant sand dune. A pretty, like, it was like the kind of sand dune where it's higher on one side. It's kind of like a cliff of a dune.
Okay. And
the bottom is lower than one side. It's lower on one side, so it's essentially a sand dune cliff. And at the foot of this sand dune was a pack of creatures prowling. They were made of sand. They were like these, like, they looked like wolves, but like very abstract and like made of these polygons. Reminded me of this one VR game I played. But yeah, and then like there was a character with me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you don't want to go over there. Those are bad. Those are dangerous." And then there was also, and I cannot remember this ever happening in any other dream I've had. There was a memory of something happening in the dream that didn't actually happen in the dream. Like, I had the memory of something happening within that dream.
Oh.
It was so weird. It was like, yeah, there was this whole segment of the game where you were chasing a giant sand leviathan, like crashing through the dunes, and you were like on like a board with a rope on it, and you were like chasing after this thing, and trying to like get something out of it. I think there were like gems I was trying to collect or something, like to save the world or something like that.
That's so weird. You're just casually getting some lore.
Yeah, like
there's
like a whole backstory to like what was happening in this game I was playing, or I assumed it was a game.
Here's some lore that you already did that in your dream that you didn't know about.
Yeah, essentially. But yeah, it was just so. But then the thing that was really surreal was that it felt like I was in, like, I had already played the game, but for some reason I had not unlocked the true ending of the game, and I was like looping through a shallow recreation of the events of the game like imagine if you were to if I were to play this game again, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
But instead of like doing the dungeons and the bosses, I was just like, okay, I go here, I go there, I talk to some people, but you take out all the meat of it.
Oh.
It was like that was happening in the game, and it would keep doing that until something different happened.
Weird.
I was like in a time loop. And I would go back to the central area, and then something that happened at the start of the dream happened again. And it's like, what?
That's so weird.
And then towards the end of the dream, something different happens. There was like, I had this strong urge to just walk in a direction. And I heard a voice, I don't know what it was saying, there was like a whisper in my mind. And I start walking, you're laughing, but this was kind of weird. This is kind of creepy. I start walking just in a direction that has inherently nothing out there. Nothing interesting like the other place I saw. Or like maybe there was like a jungle in the distance somewhere. I don't know. There's like all these places on the edge of the desert in the distance on the horizon. Nothing in this direction. Just a clear blue sky. Not even like major dunes. Just like it kind of got flattened out.
Flattened.
Yeah, like really small dunes. And I just start walking this direction. I can't really turn away. And the edge of my vision starts vibrating. And then there's like this spot. I thought it was a spot in my vision. Like you know how like you look at a lamp for too long?
Oh yeah,
and you get like you close your eyes and you see like there's like a dark spot in your vision.
Right.
Whether you close your eyes, you close your eyes, it's a bright spot. You open your eyes, it's a dark spot. It looked like a dark spot in my vision, but it was in the sky. But it felt like it was just part of my vision. But I looked at it and it's like, okay, no, that's part of the sky. What is that? And every time I looked at it to try and focus it, these like 3 to 4 flying creatures would spawn in the sky, like in that general direction, like a row of them. Oh, you're getting a call from a client?
Yeah, I can just let them leave a voicemail and call them back later.
It was kind of like, they were kind of like that phantom creature that was added to Minecraft if you don't sleep for long enough. If you go too long without sleeping, it was like that, but like a bleached white color. Huh. And they would swoop down, but like they weren't a problem really. I would just like shoot them down with like magic or whatever. I had like a magic attack, like bam, bam.
It was like super low, weak enemies, basically.
Yeah, but that would keep happening every time I looked up there. And then I every time I looked at the spot, it would get clearer. And then I realized eventually, it was just a giant monster in the sky, like a cosmic horror.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was,
And then what this little guy is coming out of it, was that just like stuff that it was spawning, like minions or something?
I guess, I don't know. I just realized like I wasted all this time. I could have just made a rocket platform. But I was too busy talking about the dream.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I woke up.
Weird.
Yeah, it was very weird.
You know, when you said that you heard like a whispering, but like you weren't sure what it was, that reminded me of the one time that...
By the way, we're at 53 minutes, just so you know.
I'll wrap this up, it's fine.
Okay.
That reminded me of the one time that I think you were asleep, and I was trying to wake you up for some reason. This was like ages ago. Oopsie.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Damn, that was a ride.
So, I remember ages ago when we were kids, I was trying to wake you up from sleeping because, I don't know, like we had to go somewhere or whatever and you were still asleep. And you wouldn't wake up. You were like deep in a dream.
You know, I think we already talked about this. Was it to go to church?
No, I don't think so. No, but I remember you were deep in a dream and I had to wake you up. And I literally turned on your lamp. And then you were telling me that very day that you were having a dream, and suddenly the sun just turned on.
No. Okay, see, you weren't the only one in the room. Mom and Dad were in the room. They were all trying to wake me up to go to church. I remember this.
Oh, got it. Okay.
By the way, I was straight up faking it.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
Oh my God.
we already talked about this also. I remember we talked, like, not on the podcast, just like amongst ourselves. I already told you this.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you had like... that you were just faking it.
I was straight up faking it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the truth coming out.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm a motherfucker.
Because I have had outside influence enter my dreams before.
Yeah, well, I was faking.
Wow.
I was faking it. Cool zone.
Dare you.
Cool guy zone.
I've had outside influence, like my cats, for example. I was dreaming one time, and they were trying to wake me up, and one of them meowed, and like I heard like just like from the fucking distance, I just hear a loud ass meow. In my dream.
Was it Cheeto?
No, it was Nutmeg.
Ah, that would have been funny if it was just like a giant Cheeto in the sky, like meow.
Yeah, no. It was just a loud ass, just meow, like fucking from the skies.
God, it's just like, imagine if that happens to you in real life. You're like, God is a cat.
Yeah.
Meow. Just like from the heavens, just an echoey meow. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
No, legit. And then,
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so it was just like, and I don't remember what the dream was per se, but I just remember there was a fucking meow coming from the heavens, and then like after that there was another meow when I was sort of more like awake and lucid, and I was like, okay, now I'm waking up and I'm hearing my cat meow. But like in the dream, I was just like, God is a cat.
I'm torn between if I want to call this this episode Weird Dreams or a meow from the heavens.
Shit. Oh man, but yeah, just God, outside influence in dreams is very funny.
I feel like you're more susceptible to it. I don't recall. Actually, there was one instance where I can't remember outside influence, but only because of how loud it was. Mm-hmm. It was, I'm pretty sure it was a thunderstorm.
Oh.
We were in North Carolina at the time, like for one of our summer breaks.
I think I remember it. There
was a loud ass thunderstorm.
It was really bad.
And it was so loud that there was a thunderstorm in my dreams that just started happening.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not even rain, just like thunder.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. And I woke up.
And it's like loud. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, apparently.
I did have a sleep paralysis dream.
What?
Have I not talked about this?
I don't think so.
You know what? I'm going to save it for the next episode.
Okay.
Because we're at 57 minutes right now, and we got to wrap this up before we go over an hour. So thank you, everyone, so much for watching. I say this at the end of every episode. If you want to, like, contribute to the conversation, if you have any, like, interesting questions about either this game or more personal questions or just general life questions, I guess. Whatever it is, send it to my YouTube Gmail at voidbliviongaming@gmail.com. If you got to the end of this, if you're listening to this right now, then please consider leaving a like on this episode. Help it get a little traction. Would appreciate it. Also, please consider subscribing. If you like this content, you want to see or hear more of it. If you want more of me, more of Cassie, whatever you want, just consider subscribing and show your support. And then also, notifications. That's a whole other beast. Honestly, I need water, so I just need an excuse to. I want to wrap up this whole thing right now and drink some water. Oh, hello. Oh, you're just here. He got knocked the fuck out.
Spasm.
Okay, but yeah, until next time.
Ooga booga. I did not forget.
You did not forget.